Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can find out if a number that is entered by the user is an even number or an odd number using the modulus operator. So I'm going to ask the user to enter a number and store it into a variable called a number. I'm going to use the input function and display a message to the user saying enter a number. But remember, this is going to come in as a string, so I need to convert it to an integer using the integer function. Now we can do some testing on this number. If this number, when divided by 2, gives me a remainder of 0, then I know it's an even number. So I could say number is even. Else, then we know it's an odd number. Let's give this a run and see how it works. Okay, so I have a problem there. Forgot the input method. Yep. Input function. So if I say 3, this is going to come back as odd. And if I say 2, it's going to come back as even. Great. How do I put this into a function such that it's organized a bit better? So let's cut all of this and put it into a function that we define as odd underscore even using mod a number. Paste. Just fix some indentation. That's really important, otherwise program won't work. Okay, good. So now what we need to do is call this function and pass this value to it. So now it's going to work pretty much the same. So if I say 6, it's going to come back as even, and if I say 5, it's going to come back as odd. So that's what it is. If you didn't want this to be printing or you wanted this function to be a return, okay, a function that returns a value, then you can change this function. So I'm just going to call this 1, and I'm going to create another one, and this says 2. Okay. Now I'm just going to change this second one there. Let's make this 1. I'm going to change, and then I'll call the other one also down here. Change this to 2. I'm going to change this function such that now it returns a value rather than a print. So to do that, I would probably say store the result of a string, or I could do it this way. Return, or here, return. Okay, now let's see how this works. Now notice that I haven't captured the return part into here, so probably nothing's going to happen for the second one. So this is coming from the first function. The second function is not working. It's working, but I'm not capturing the result because this is now returning a string. So I could either capture this into another variable and then display that, or I can capture it in a print statement like this. So now if I say 3, they are both returning as odd. And if I run again and I say 4, they both give me even number. I could even write this a bit better. I could put in the result is that is always odd. And return that result. Okay, so what is happening is we are assuming that the number is always odd, but if it's even, this message is going to change. So if we run, and if I say 7, now this is going to return to me as odd. So what is happening? Say that I've entered the number 7 there. Let's just explain this a little bit. So in either way, whichever way it's going, this number is coming here. Now the string here is that. But if I've passed this value, what we are saying is if I divide 7 by 2, how many 2's are in 7? So we have 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, so what is the remainder? It's 1, because I can only fit 3 2's into a 7. So the remainder is modulus 2. The remainder of the division is 1. So this becomes false, and so it's going to print whatever was assigned in the beginning. So it's going to come to this part here. Okay, so I hope this helps you understand how to write a little program that can identify even numbers from odd numbers in functions that would print out the results within the function, or a function that returns a value that then you capture through a print statement or into a variable, which I haven't demonstrated here, but I'll leave that for you to investigate. So I'll see you in the next one.